just hate when you got ugly friends, dude.
Can't really shallow.
So you have no ugly friends, no one.
I think you're my only friend.
Adjust the course.
You might be a little unkempt and wild right now, but any amount of effort, and you're a good looking dude.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?
Get impressed. This podcast.
Jingle bells. Because we just had to adjust accordingly.
Remember to be
Welcome to the next greatest episode of Adjust According. As always, I'm here, Danky, with my boys. K-Dubs, say what's up.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing today?
Oh, we're doing great, And we got Vibe here.
How was your week, Danky?
My week's been pretty alright. It was my birthday week. Yay!
Birthday week. Birthday week.
I was not able to go to work the day after my birthday, unfortunately, due to
I noticed.
extracurricular activities. Yeah.
What do we do instead?
I did fucking I gamed. I gamed all day.
We played Ninjago on Fortnite all fucking day long.
We tried to play one round of Smite, right? And it was just, I was way too fucking just too out of it. I couldn't focus. I was like, no, my brain can't handle this. Played some Legos.
Played Legos all day long. I mean,
That's
It was
what's up.
nice.
built a little mini city. We were doing challenges and stuff. We actually kind of like the game now. It's very, I'm not gonna say brain dead. It does take a little bit of this or that, but it's nowhere near as challenging as most of the rest of the games that we play.
Yeah.
I'm glad y'all had fun. I had to suffer because you had a good time.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I heard when I came back to work on Wednesday. Everybody was talking about, man, these past 2 days have been rough. Where you been at? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Everyone was like,
Oh,
"When is your
man.
birthday?" I was like, it was my birthday. They were like, oh. Bro, straight up, one of our maintenance men, I work my birthday every year. I said, good for you. I celebrate mine.
I think you said the same thing to me when I said that, though. You said about the same thing to me. You're like, okay, that's you, man. Like,
Good for you.
well, everybody does their own thing differently, right? You're gonna have
Yeah.
your own way of handling stuff. I like to pretend that it's really not my birthday and hope that somebody makes my birthday a little more specialer. Because I've always had my birthdays being not that great, so I don't really look forward to them. But in the back of my head, I'm definitely constantly going like, I really hope somebody does something nice to me.
Yeah.
I
Back when
can,
I was,
I can feel that.
Back when I was younger, when I was a server and shit, working actually with the public. Yeah, I would work on my birthday. I'd do the birthday pin and...
Oh yeah, it makes them more money though. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Out there making a dumb amount of money on my birthday. So yeah, I work those, but factory, ain't nobody about to be up at that factory giving me a fucking $1 to $5. No.
Randomz, do you work on your birthday?
I did. I'm gonna be working on my birthday again this year.
Ew.
Oh man, come on, why?
Well, I mean, why not? There's no point. What am I gonna do?
You're
Come
right.
home and
No, hell no.
sit here?
We're gonna be rich and famous by then, and I'm gonna fly you to the Maldives, bro. We're gonna go fucking swim with sharks or some shit.
I'm not getting no fucking water with no sharks, but we can go
Oh
swimming.
yeah, no, me either. That was a metaphor for.
Bro, I think you lost him with that S word. Swim?
Probably.
Yeah, I don't like to go swimming, so yeah, we're good on that one.
Oh, how did we know? Tell me how we knew.
Oh, just my strong inference skills.
It's just one of those things where. See, this doesn't want to flip right here. Hang on.
No, you didn't. You
Yeah,
did
it's
not.
alright.
Thank you.
Don't worry about it. We'll figure it out. But that's just one of the things, right, where the you just know. You just know. All right.
I'm so glad that we had yesterday off of work because I would not have made it. Like, after I got off work or on Friday, I got off work, came home, played the game for a little bit. I couldn't go to sleep, and my dad recommended me to go watch a show. It's an older show called Spartacus.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Bro, I put that on, started watching it, and like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like the show, but it kept me entertained. If that makes sense.
You don't like it?
I like the show, but the visual effects in the show are just kind of like over the top and kind of bad. They look like what you would.
Bro.
It's 2013. Yeah, it's like at this point 13 years old. But dude, like the visual effects that you see on it is like the same stuff that you would see for like old YouTube things for like back then. Like you see somebody get punched in the mouth and you just see like the blood go and it hits the camera and it's like, all right, this happens just a little too much for it to look this bad. But
So when you think about it, like kind of the 300 whole vibe was like that too.
yeah, but the
really-
the
graphic,
the CGI was way better.
So it was a lot better, but it's almost, I feel like, more of a nostalgia or for lore kind of thing than it is that they're not overly trying to make the CGI like fantastic. You know what I mean? It's kind of like just they're trying to get that construct down. In my opinion.
I don't know. I don't know what they were doing.
How far have you
But-
got into it though? Have you watched the whole thing?
No, I'm on like the second season.
It gets
Kinda.
better. It gets
I
better.
hope it gets better because like right now, I like the storyline. I like how everything's developing, but watching it is difficult for me because like cool, like hey, he sliced this guy's arm, but hey, you can see the sword go over his arm and not slicing through it. You just see like the sword. It looks like somebody
Why are you
went.
watching that hard,
Oh,
bro?
no.
Damn.
Oh.
Do something
I mean,
else while
it's-
you watching
it's-
that show. It's like play some phone games.
But that's the thing. I am playing on my phone while I was supposed to be. I was trying to go to sleep. Yeah, I was actually trying to go to sleep, and I was like, scrolling on my phone, just kind of looking. I'm like, no. Like I saw one scene where like he stabbed the dude in the leg with a spear, and like you see the dude's leg, like he moves his leg, and the spear stays where it is. And you just kind of see it phase in his leg, and I'm like. But like the story overall is pretty good.
Plus, there's like a lot of men asses, and dicks.
That's why I'm on my phone. No, really want to see that.
Hang
But,
on now. Oh, titties. Oh, ass.
That's what-
Not good ass.
That's what prevented me from continuing that series. Actually, was the amount of dude butt. It's too much dude butt.
It's a lot of dude butt.
I have so many other shows with not that amount of dude butt.
Wait though. Listen to this. If you got a lady, this is the perfect show for a couple, especially a newer couple, for two reasons, right? So the lady gets her visual stuff, right? You get your gore and your violence and that type of lore that you're wanting as a guy. And then you also get some titties and some pussy and some ass as a guy. And then the girl the whole time is seeing these jacked up dudes do really cool stuff, you know what I'm saying? So it is a good couple one, because you never know, it might just end up in you having the most aggressive, best intimate relations you've had. You never know. You never know.
I don't
You might
know.
say, I'm going to call you Gladiator and some shit. I don't know. I don't know where it's going to lead, but could lead somewhere good.
I figured you would have dropped a character's name or something, but no, you just Gladiator.
Call me Spartacus. I don't know.
Yeah.
Fucking.
But I don't know. I watched.
You're gonna be titular character.
I watched that for a
I don't
good
remember
amount
names.
yesterday instead of going to sleep. Well, after I got off work, and like I went to sleep yesterday, probably like 4 in the afternoon. I didn't wake up till like 8:30 this morning. I was out like a light.
Damn.
Yeah.
I slept more than I did. I thought I slept a lot, dude.
Well, normally I don't sleep much. Like I sleep
me either.
maybe like 4 or 5 hours a day. But no,
Yeah.
I just slept.
I fell asleep at, I want to say midnight last night, and then I was so awake at 5 a.m. but it's so quiet
I don't
and
know how you do
cold
that.
and shit at my house that it's like either I tiptoe and sneak over here to the shop and do some stuff over here, or I'm gonna wake things and people up at that time that wake other things and other people up at that time. And so what I end up usually doing is either doom scrolling for a little while or just laying there, you know? Lay there, rolled around for like 3.5, 4 hours probably. Felt like 9 o'clock, I was out for the first time all night, actually asleep. And my son was in at 10:30. I was like, oh God, here we go. You know, let's be awake today. With my little dumb sleep that I got.
It's time. Yeah, no, it. Yeah, I'm usually in bed by 4, asleep by 5, and I'm up and functioning by fucking 10 every motherfucking day. Just
Really?
can't help
So
it.
you just sitting there ignoring me for hours, bro? That's fucked up.
No, I've learned that if I hit you up too early, that there's nothing for us to do. So
What do you mean?
you're gonna video chat me, and I'm gonna hear you spam me. That's what I mean.
That's fair.
I
Like,
don't
I
know
don't
how
even
you
want
go
to
to
do
sleep
that.
that
So
I go to sleep that early because I'm tired. That's how I go to sleep that early.
he gets off work,
don't know
man,
how
and he
you
got
do it,
like an
man.
hour.
Yeah, I
gets
got
off
like
work,
an
he
hour,
gotta-
dude.
Yeah. Sometimes we'll game, and then if we do really, really well, that hour can turn to 2, maybe 3. But usually, even if we do well, it's about an hour at most. If I'm there.
I don't see how you fucking get off work and then you're just awake for 4 more, 5, 6 more hours. Like, that shit's wild.
Because it's
to me.
nighttime. Oh.
And it's like that for me whenever
You
I
know
get
what
off
I'm
work.
saying about.
He's talking, yeah.
Yeah, that's for me. I don't know. That's like whenever I get off work, I'm still up till maybe 9, 10 in the morning. If I come home, like we get off, well, like 3, 4 in the morning, and I try and lay down and go to sleep, I will sit there and stare at the ceiling until I see sunlight.
I know
If I get on there and I play the game for a bit, is it skipping?
No, I know what your problem is, though. I know why you can't sleep when you get home. Because you don't hang out with our
Why?
homegirl Mary.
Oh, no.
That would help you
Yeah.
sleep. He definitely does heavy whenever he gets home, so that definitely makes him a lot sleepier. You can hear every lighter flick, you just hear the slowerness and tiredness in his voice. You're like, oh, okay, alright, my man's is gonna get some good rest.
The next cough is deeper.
For real? You just hear him mute for a little while?
It's,
I don't know if that would help.
it's funny as fuck to me when I'll mute for the cough, and then fucking halfway to the full end of the match, I'm like, hey, I've been muted. Call out the whole match, not getting a fucking response, wondering why I'm team fighting alone and shit.
Because you're no cops.
Oh, my team
You're
just,
not BGS.
oh, my team just hates me this time? Okay.
Just get all self-conscious about it. So, Random, do you ever play Fortnite at all?
I used to play Fortnite heavily, but I stopped playing it.
Come build a Ninjago village with us. We're not quite to the village building time in our world yet, but we're getting close, so... Come build a little village. We're gonna have a little Lego Ninjago village.
We don't even play Fortnite no more. We play Lego Ninjago.
Honestly. It's so fun, dude. It's not like, oh my god, this is the best game ever, but it's like the best game, like, you're like, oh, I can't really sleep, or some shit like that. Just throw it on, you know?
Did you ever play the old, like, Star Wars Legos and shit like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very...
Just like that. It's just like it. Crafting, all that stuff, you know? It's fun. I don't know. And it's not,
Might try it out.
as fun.
I used to play the Lego Batmans and like all of these Star Wars games.
They were so fun, dude. I'm not even a Star Wars fan. I just love them Lego games.
I did
I like
too.
playing Star Wars games in general. Actually, that's a good topic. Star Wars games are just phenomenally fun, no matter which one's the shittiest Star Wars game is still fun as fuck.
I agree. I haven't played a good Star Wars game in a few years. Like, as long as we're not counting like the Star Wars Battlefront, I played Battlefront 1 and 2, like the newer ones that came out. But I haven't played a good Star Wars game since like Force Awakens.
That's, I mean,
Isn't Battlefront 1 and 2, isn't that just Star Wars Call of Duty?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's, I mean,
Basically.
it's an amazing game. So I like the one where Ian Gallagher was the main character. I forgot. The Star
Ian
Wars game.
Gallagher. Oh, that's
Yeah.
that's one of the newer
Batman,
ones.
I mean,
I
Joker.
haven't. Yeah, but I mean,
That
he-
game's so
I haven't even played it if I'm being honest.
It's so
I think
fun,
it's
but it
hilarious
takes.
that...
But
No, mine's on a different topic. If yours is still...
oh yeah, no. So it's what. Remember listening to my PlayStation 4, just trying to take out of this atmosphere and shit. Just they could hear it over my damn comms sometimes. It's just. That's the first game that started doing that to it, and then ever since that game, it just never really stopped. So I don't know if the processing on the PlayStation wasn't as good as much as it took from the game or what, but man, that sucker was loud, bro. It was a jet engine, seriously.
Yeah, them PS4s, man, they used to get really hot. And I don't know if you've seen some people's setups where with their PS4 they got like two fans just sitting
Oh,
right
that's
on
what I
top
did.
of it. Yeah.
Actually,
That's why I always
took my
laugh at
case
people that
off.
play PlayStation. I always laugh at y'all. My Xbox never done that.
I took my case, the top case off. So and I put a fan directly on the processor, and then I put another fan going to that fan straight from the AC, so it was blowing straight AC stuff to the thing, and it would still overheat in the middle of matches playing whatever, Fortnite, Smite, whatever. Just randomly too. It wouldn't be like it would give an inclination. It would get louder. My girl would always be like, "Do I need to like take cover right now? Is something gonna explode?" I'm like, I don't know. I hope not. I hope not.
Yeah, it was bad. This gen is significantly better with their cooling processors. So
Oh yeah.
shout out to Electronic Innovations.
Sony.
Nah, like Randomz was saying, Xbox is where it's at.
You're
Oh,
only
that's
saying
right.
that because you
Yeah.
have one. You're only saying that because you have
That was an interesting era in the Xbox.
Bro, y'all don't know.
theories on how to fix it.
Well, I
there's so
have
many theories
many
on how to
theories.
fix that red ring.
What was the top one you heard? The top craziest one that you heard? K-Dubs, you go first.
Holding the eject button with the reconnect button and the power button all for 30 seconds.
See, that's
They-
not even anywhere near as crazy as I've heard. But that, yeah. Or like press them multiple times or something, right? That kind of...
Yeah, you had to press them in a certain sequence, so you had to press them and hold them. I know there was one where you had to take the hard drive off and do a certain sequence where it was like eject, power on, reconnect, hold that for a couple of seconds, then turn it back on.
What about you? Thank you.
Go ahead.
Craziest or dumbest, however you want to phrase it, one that I had heard, the one that I was just like, there's no way that does anything, was to leave it in the freezer for 24 hours and boot it back up immediately after taking it out, because the cooling, blah blah blah, whatever, it would prevent it from red ringing.
The one I heard
That's
is
a
once
weird
it's
one.
already red ringed, right? So you know how like once it's red ringed, if you just leave it on, how it start to get real hot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They said basically you just gotta get it hotter than what the problem already was, and it fucks off that thing. So you wrap a steamed towel around it while it was red ringed, and you just left it there, and you would come back, and it would not be red ringed anymore.
The real question is, did it work?
I didn't never see it work. The one I always saw work is the second you see red ring, fucking unplug that son of a bitch. That's the one I saw work consistently, and I had actually I still have an Xbox that I bet you I can get to work with that same, it'll red ring the first 2 or 3 times. I gotta unplug that bitch real quick, and then when I get back, it'll finally cut on the right way.
Oh, that's what's up.
Did y'all ever have the Xbox 360 issue of just a random blue Japanese screen? Japanese or Chinese, don't really know. But just Asian characters all over a blue screen.
No.
I had,
Never had
two separate Xbox 360s that just would not get past, like, they were fine one day, next day turned them on, and I got this blue fucking Asian character
Did your dad
screen.
buy those for you?
Don't remember.
Because that would make sense, because that came off the back of a truck, bro.
Yeah, it fell off the back of the truck. Yeah, no, I don't remember what the case was with these two consoles, but yep, just randomly blue fucking Asian character screen that it would never get anywhere past. I could leave it on for 30, 45, an hour, whatever.
No, but the first Xbox I ever had, the original Xbox, the X series or whatever it was,
The fat boy.
the black,
Yeah,
I still have it,
big
the black
black.
and green one. So my
Yeah,
dad
yeah, I
got
love
from like a
fuckers.
second party thing, and the game that came with it was the only game I could get to run on it.
What?
Yeah, so I don't know what happened. I'm guessing it just had glitched out or whatever. But we eventually took it to a fixer place, and he replaced the disk drive, and that fixed it.
Oh yeah.
You know what I miss about the old 360 days?
What's
is,
that?
you know, when everybody's in there and they're,
Halo?
you know, they're cussing at each other and yelling at each other in the games, and then somebody just says, "Hey, Xbox, turn off," and you just see a bunch of people leave.
Man.
I used to have that happen a lot whenever I play, you know, CS:GO and Call of Duty.
Did y'all ever play Skyrim
I
with
missed
the
that.
voice commands on?
No.
I never played Skyrim.
It made it very fun though, because you could just be like, equip, Xbox equip whatever, instead of having to try and toggle and everything. But if you're trying to play, I was playing in an apartment with a couple other people, you'd be in the mid-fight and they'd be like, equip shield or something that you just didn't need, or you're like, you know, equip lantern, and then you just die. I actually got into a fist fight with one of my roommates because I was in the middle of a cave that I had fought through a bunch of times and just couldn't beat, and I felt like I really was gonna win that time against the main boss, and he made me equip something stupid. I can't to this day remember what it was, but I can remember like throwing the controller, like subconsciously I definitely meant to throw it at him, but consciously I was just like, you know, and I hooked it and hit him in his knee, and then, you know, we threw hands afterwards. It wasn't much of throwing hands, just kind of a quick throw around or whatever, but man, I will never forget that. I will never play that game like that ever again, because fuck that.
Is there a game from your childhood that you remember, like a level that took you forever to get past, that like bothered you?
Every game I ever played.
Yeah. Yeah. They all have a level.
Zeldas, mostly. Every Zelda.
Zeldas who got some fucking problem areas, but Mario's, yeah,
Yeah, Mario.
certain
Okay,
levels
still
that I
not
was just fuck you. Yeah.
For me, mine was I played Dragon Ball Z Budokai. I think it might have just been Budokai. Might have been Budokai Tenkaichi 2. I played on the GameCube. I had the hardest time in my life beating Broly on that game, because it was a part of the story mission where it was kind of like the first time, at least that I played a game that was open world, where you could just fly around and discover missions. Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe it was because I was young and I was dumb and I didn't create a new save file, but I had a save file where every time I loaded up the game, mind you, I didn't even get to play any of the rest of the game, because as soon as I logged in and went to story mode, a few feet from where I started, it was like I had to fight Broly, and then the rest of the missions were easy, but I had to complete that mission to get on to the next missions. I could not beat that Broly. I could
It's
not.
like when you had to leave your GameCube on, though, so that because you couldn't have a memory card, so you just left that sucker
Yep.
on so you didn't lose your progress.
Had to leave it running all day. Used to make me cry when I come home. My mom would have it turned off.
Same, dude. I kept thinking I was doing something wrong because it kept happening over and over and over and over and over. And I'm like, what am I doing wrong? And then one day I was sick and my dad had actually kept me home. My mom came home for lunch, popped in my room and turned it off like while I was half asleep. You know what I'm saying? And I started just yelling. I was like, don't touch my shit, you know? And she got mad at me for yelling at her, obviously, because, you know, I'm a kid and yelling at my mom. But I just thought it was funny because this whole time we're playing the Joggo. It's almost the same situation. I'm like, oh, the game's glitching out on us. It's what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? My son's coming and breaking all of the shit that we're building. Like, I'm like, what the fuck is going on right now?
He was breaking like, he broke like our ritual altar, our chicken coop, multiple of our like, yeah. And so fucking Vibes over here like, yeah, I don't know, it has an expiration. I walk around the corner and I see his son just fucking breaking shit, and I'm like, oh, that's what's going on, bro. Nothing's like going away.
Said
He's
your
over here breaking it
spawn.
all.
I said, so I was trying to have his back, and I said, but the chicken coop and the first ritual altar, I spawned in at the same time as him, basically, and pretty much went straight there. And they were already gone. And I was like, there's no way he destroyed the chicken coop and that. And he was like, yeah, I did. What do we need a chicken coop for? For chickens, bro! Duh! Oh, man. It's funny. Teaching a kid to play video games is a challenge, to say the
Difficult.
least.
Very hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Test your patience, to say the least, man.
Bro, to get them to use both thumbs at the same time. Please.
He won't
Please
look.
learn how to do.
He
They'll
just won't
just never
look.
spin around. Just
Right.
I
Have
feel
you ever
like-
tried to teach your lady how to play the game?
Nope, refuse to.
No. That is like one of the. It can be like
That's
the
a
most
relationship
test.
tester.
Yes, it can be. That can be a relationship tester. Because there were a few games I tried to play with my lady, and I was just like, you ever just wanted to like headbutt the wall repeatedly?
It's been a while,
But
yeah.
I've learned that there are some games that hey she can play and she can play them well. Like Marvel Rivals is one of those games. She can play that game very well.
My girl used to be
Fortnite
good
was
at
another
Mortal
game.
Kombat. My girl used to be really good at Mortal
Yeah.
Kombat, but I think it's just because that can be a button mashing ass game, you know?
yep.
I think
That's something that a lot of girls are actually pretty good at is fighting games because they're button mashing games.
Yeah.
I get
Yeah.
my ass handed to me by multiple of my female friends in Tekken. They just fucking
Yeah.
whoop my ass in Tekken.
yeah, because they can remember combos. We can.
Bro, the only person that can readily beat me in Mario Kart is my ex.
That's because you haven't played me yet.
Oh, yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, I miss you in that challenge. I used to be the go to Mario Kart.
Yeah, I'm not actually all that great anymore because of all the new things. You know what I'm saying? I haven't gotten those down yet. So that's part of why she always used to beat me is like the new concepts like the drifting and all that other kind of stuff that they added is just I'm not as versed in it as clearly y'all younger generation is.
Younger generation. I'm an old man.
Bro, you old. Hell no. Danky is just
I'm
turned
about to be
old.
old.
Danky just got
Yeah.
old this week. You ain't old yet, bro.
I'm about to be there. I
Dude,
literally
I
got
promise
like
you, those
2 more
late
years.
20s, those late 20s
I
will
was
take some
told-
years off.
I was told that I can no longer say locked in. I now have to refer to it as hunkering down.
It's true though. It's true.
Yeah, I'm an old man. I can't lock in no more. Lock my knees up is what I can fucking do.
Yeah.
Lock that spine up real good. So,
Alright,
Have y'all been watching?
fourth quarter come back. Fourth quarter come back.
See, speaking of that, I was just about to ask. So, have y'all been watching the NFL playoffs?
Yeah, it's been wild.
no, I don't
Um,
watch any football.
No?
No, I
No,
don't
I
watch
was, I was just asking.
This
was,
script has been fucking insane.
Yeah, this
It has to be. Am I wrong? But are the Chicago Bears in the playoffs?
Yeah, and
They
they're doing
are
well.
they are potentially going to the divisional championship next week.
Right there, the next game.
That happened.
Or-
That hasn't happened in many years. Am
Yeah,
I
but
wrong?
when it did, they went on a whole run. They tore through the early '90s.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It hasn't happened in my lifetime.
Late '80s. Late '80s.
Bro, fun fact about that shit is they've been down in the fourth quarter every game. Caleb Williams is just
He's just like that.
yeah.
That's
He
a
gets
good
pressure
call-out.
on him.
So that's a good call out. There was I saw a bunch of like national news towards football talking about how Caleb Williams is just too much of a baby, how he has too much of all this stuff, that he'll never make it in the NFL. That man's is him, bro. He is out there slinging that ball.
Is he a
When the
rookie,
pressure is
Caleb
on him.
Williams?
Yeah. No, it's his second year, I believe. But he didn't start last year, I think. I don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure he started like halfway through the season or something of that nature.
Bro, what's hilarious is not in between last season and this season, but the previous season to that, me and my brother both decided he was a Bears fan. For forever, he was a Bears fan. And we both had decided he was just tired of getting disappointed. And we were like, fuck, we'll both become Houston fans.
Lo and behold.
And all of a sudden, the Bears start doing fucking well. And, I mean, Houston's got this comeback. We really do.
Wait, so I think you had it. I'm not sure now. The biggest thing that I see is that look at that weather, man. Oh my god.
It's getting worse and worse. It's getting so fucking bad, dude.
And that's favoring New England. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that practice facility's open dome just like this. That's crazy.
Yeah, I couldn't-
They're
I
out
couldn't
here like
imagine
this is
better.
they're out here like this has been our practices for the past 3 months. And Texans are like, I haven't seen snow since the Snowmageddon of 2021 or whatever it was.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
actually getting a little worried about the weather. Because, here in Texas, the weather doesn't normally ever get cold. But have you been seeing the weather, fluctuations for, the last week? It's been, in 1 week, we've had it to where it was 88 degrees and then it's 26 at night.
Yep.
Or to where it's back to 75 degrees and it's in the low 20s.
Yeah,
Yesterday, it was cold all day and it's cold now.
Yeah, their weather generation machines are really putting that's another good script that's going on this year. Let's put it that way. Well, so it's funny. So after 200 years, the Farmer's Almanac is actually going to stop.
The what act?
The
The
Farmer's
Farmer's Almanac.
Yeah, Farmer's Almanac.
It has accurately predicted the weather for fucking centuries.
It's probably because there was actually patterns back then, and now they're like, okay, they're manifesting
Yeah,
this now. Yeah.
There were naturally occurring patterns that were studyable and you know
Now it's not.
observable. Yeah, no, it's too man-made now. Everything. Oh, this place isn't getting enough rain, so let's seed it. The
Austin
you can't
floods.
do that, bro.
No way. The Austin floods. Never in the history of recorded weather has that much storm formation occurred and accumulated only in one spot, because it usually accumulates over a vast span, right? And travels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't travel at all. The whole entire storm manifested right where it manifested at, and it was just the most amount of water droppage that area has ever seen in its recorded history.
And flooded it out.
And it flooded it out. And they even see the couple of bigwig people that had kids at the camp that got flooded and stuff like that start to wonder, what the fuck?
Maybe we messed up.
Yeah. Or if it was the other way around, because that happens all the time. Natural disasters occur to take out bigwig people's things, right? Like Titanic, World Trade Center, all that kind of stuff. So it could very well be one of those situations. Oh, the second Titanic number 2, Ocean Gate. all of that. You're just wiping out competition. Oh, JFK opposing the central banking. I mean, should we get the list goes on and on and on.
Yeah.
Did you just refer to a literal gunshot assassination as a natural disaster? Like, that's your comparison? You're talking about...
How did you miss 9/11?
Okay, I did start the precedence with natural disaster, but I mean, random occurrence is a better way of putting it. A random occurrence. So, like, the assassination attempt could be considered, even if it was the true story that they gave us, could easily be considered a random event, right? That's a random act of a shooter, a random individual doing a random thing. But all these random act things, the random terrorist group running into a random fucking building, the Titanic randomly running into an iceberg, friggin' Sandy Hook, anyways, all that random acts of violence, I guess, or catastrophe. That's what I meant. But you're right.
I see that tie in now. Yeah.
You're 100% right. The way I stated it made it seem like those were all natural disasters. Yes, the gunshot from the driver of JFK, natural disaster.
With the shellfish gun.
Yeah. Well, he did turn around right then. Wow.
Right as it was happening. Yeah.
Okay. What about that former CIA director, the lady that came out and then suicided herself later and said that it was not just an inside job, but the real film has been edited. The one that everybody saw live wasn't actually even live. It was already pre-recorded, pre-placed, or whatever. And she was actually, you can look at her criteria that says she was ex-CIA and a director of something or another. So, that's a good one to look up.
Yep. All believable credentials there.
Oh, you want to go to the chief of fire at 9/11? The chief of fire at 9/11 says that they were held back multiple times on trying to save, and that explosions sounding things were still happening on their response, and that there's no possible way it was just two planes. And that's the chief of fire, and they have to study things like structural integrity in New York to become the chief of fire, because they have to know how to specifically put out fires in those massive buildings, because it's not the same as anywhere else. They have to know how to get to it. They have to know all this stuff. He says it's an impossible thing.
I mean, at this point, I've already given my dank take about 9/11, but I mean, at this point, we all know that like, there's no way that people don't know that it was an inside job, that it wasn't the planes that caused it. Like, that's willful ignorance at this point, if you really believe that those planes took out those buildings.
Oh yeah, because like, what about the one? Yeah, there's a million excuses why. We don't have to dive into that right now. But you know,
we really don't.
But it happens every year.
Look it up yourself. It's fucking. It's so ridiculous that people believe it.
But it happens almost every year. If you think about it, this year's one was, well, it hasn't happened this year yet, but last year's was Charlie Kirk. You know, and it's like there's always something else that takes over. We just talked about fuck 9/11. We're not going to talk about it anymore. And then Charlie Kirk is the fucking new thing that we're going to made a whole day. It's now what, 9/13 or whatever.
Speaking about that, have you seen how slimy some of these people that are running for governor and all that are? Like, I know others aren't seeing it, but because, like, here in Texas, have you not seen the Cobbs ads that have been playing nonstop? Like, maybe it's because I watch a lot of YouTube, but I'm seeing it nonstop. The dude Cobbs, he's literally, it plays, it's like a 10-second clip on an ad. It's like, it shows Charlie Kirk talking, and he says something about how, yeah, Cobbs, I endorse him, I support him. And then it's like, somebody that's supported by, or that's endorsed by Charlie Kirk seems like a good man to me. Vote for Cobb as governor and blah, blah, blah for Dallas, Texas. I'm like, bro, he like died. So how are you going to use somebody that died to get their little influential group? Bro, I've never seen that. I've never seen anybody do anything like that.
Really? Yeah, you have. You've seen it
Never.
a bunch of times. I promise you've seen
I
it a bunch of
never.
times. You just didn't think about it
Um,
the way that. Hang on, let me pause. I'm going to tell you the first one you probably saw was the clip of Ronald Reagan getting shot at. You missed the famous "you missed" bullshit. That's all just to get reelected. Trump getting shot at. It's all one of those things that a lot of politicians have constantly done. You should watch the movie Swing Vote, and then you should also watch the movie, any of those political movies. They're kind of hard to get through because obviously there's so much politics going on, but they'll openly tell you true things that are happening in the political realm to get people elected, including fake assassination attempts, including having one of their relatives die, including martyring, what do you call them, psyops people. So you have the people that are from the CIA. Obviously, Charlie Kirk's dad is high up in the CIA. The psyops, same with, what's his name, the pussy shouldn't be wet guy, Ben Shapiro. Oh my god, bro. I know it's late. We're way late on that, but what do you mean, bro? Oh my god. I feel bad for you and your lady, but, those all guys are
I
psyops.
haven't heard that, so.
They post up on college campuses specifically with, people, like their guards, their protection. They're all run by a specific party that I'm not going to try and drive this podcast towards, but it's all you can all see it's psyops, all this stuff. It's all planned out way ahead of time, and it's to drive the general populace to sway them a general direction, right? Who were the richest people in the world at the time of 9/11? Well, the Saudis were getting there. Where did we go? We invaded for oil immediately after, right? So it's pretty easy to follow the money, and you'll see where all of these problems actually have came from, where they started at, and where their goals are to be. Yeah. Anyway,
So I'm gonna go ahead and just jump in. You did not provide one example
of what?
what he had of a government electoral, like somebody in a race using a dead person as an endorser.
Well,
You
I
didn't
mean, just
provide
the
you
type
were like
of
you
thing. The type
you
of
straight
thing.
up you were like see it all the time.
The type of thing. It's the same concept, right? A fake assassination attempt is the same thing to me. And the psyop of killing fucking Charlie Kirk, like, I don't think that dude's dead. Why did they concrete over right after? That motherfucker fell into a trap, blah, 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 blah. Doesn't matter. Projected screen, yada, yada, yada. It doesn't really fucking matter what the actual thing that happened is you can just know that it wasn't truly what they're telling us is what happened. You know what I mean? So, it's using
something
his
as distasteful. Yeah, something as distasteful as using a dead man.
Somebody that's already
like
passed.
this image. Yeah.
I can't think of a
Using them
specific example
post-mortem.
right now, but I know they exist. It's
They
already
are.
happened multiple times
Yeah.
this year. So think about this: the Trump thing that he did. He was endorsing somebody's death. What was it? 2-3 years ago. Fuck, who was it? And Trump's been doing that. Have you not seen the whole campaign with Charlie Kirk's wife? She's like out there like doing her little slut thing on a fucking bull and shit, and you haven't seen any of that? There's an entire.
She's
No.
having
Go ahead.
She's having WWE entrances at her rallies,
Yeah.
dude. She's hosting rallies and having firework WWE style WrestleMania status fucking entries.
You're on
Like,
the surface
you are not a
level of
mourning wife, are you?
Dude, a politician using it for his campaign benefit is the surface fucking level of what's really going on with that whole Charlie Kirk thing. I mean, they literally did, so the funeral was a gosh darn concert, man. It was literally a celebration thing. Which
So it's like a
they're
mega church.
Yeah, they're like, oh, well, celebrating his life. Nah, there's a bunch of rituals that were done during that time, too, that you can call out. Definitely a bunch of, stuff going on, but it's... No, it's this. I forgot.
Have
I
y'all
would like
ever
to back
been
up
to a
just
mega
a little
church?
bit. Yeah, it's gross. But hold up, I want to backtrack just a little bit because you said that you had never heard. You know who Ben Shapiro is, right?
Yes.
Okay, so but you said you never heard him say that pussy shouldn't be wet.
No.
Dude, he
It
goes
was
on
around
this
the
run.
time that WAP was. Yeah, WAP was like #1 song, right?
Mhm.
And he was like,
Pussy shouldn't be
my
wet."
wife's he straight up admitted he was like, my wife's vagina has never been wet. Oh, what?
Oh my goodness. I
It's like there's something medically wrong with the vagina if it gets wet.
There's something medically
Sorry.
wrong with the vagina if it does not get wet.
yeah, he exposed himself there.
Yeah, I'm
Or
saying,
maybe
tell me
that's
you've
just
never
not-
made a lady come without telling me you've ever made a lady come, you know? But they had
It's worse than never made him come, bro. You've never aroused a
Roused
woman.
him. Never turned her on at all.
she could have a medical condition.
Jesus.
She could have a medical condition.
Good, yeah.
Okay, but here's the worst part. So you know that their
I've never
marriage
met
isn't.
this medical condition, and
They were virgins before they were married too. They like, it's not an arranged marriage per se, but it was all set up and everything. Like he had the whole, because well, I'm gonna say he's because then I can get in trouble. But he's Jewish. Their whole thing was set up. They didn't have sex before they got married, and I'm betting they don't have much sex now either, based on dry vagina comments.
Type of person he presents to be.
But how are you gonna have a dry vagina?
Yeah,
I don't get it. I've never ever experienced dry vagina unless it's like multiple sessions in. You know what I mean? And you've just been doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it.
They've ran out.
The juices is gone.
I don't
Ain't
think
drank
I've
enough
ever
water and pickle
experienced
juice in between. You know what I'm saying? And that's
I need some
not a
juice.
problem I deal with now. But
no. But I did want to bring up and ask y'all. I believe you answered already, but you said you have been in a mega church before.
I have been in a megachurch during a service. It is a disgusting, disgusting.
That's part of the reason why I don't
fucking
like going to church anymore. Because
So the problem-
now even some of the smaller churches have started to act like the mega churches.
well, you know why? Because it's actually a hypnotic.
They want money.
Well, it's a hypnotic ritual. So what they're doing is the same thing. So think about this, like at a concert, right? You have that euphoric group thing. So it's part of the reason why church starts with song and usually ends with song, is it's to get everybody's vibrations on the same wavelength, because you know how music affects the vibrations of your neurons and all that stuff, right? Like we don't have to go into that. You do know that, bro. Okay. All right. Just want to make sure so we don't have to go too deep.
Yes.
All right, so they use that specifically at the beginning to bring you into that state of mind that they want it to be. As though the music's written a certain type of way. That's why every Christian song you've ever heard sounds like every other Christian song you've ever heard, because it's actually hitting a certain vibration that is to make you think a certain type of way, right? Then once you're there, they hit a little bit of conviction.
Extort you.
Yeah, well, they'll hit a little bit of conviction first. Is one of the things that they're first going to do is make you feel bad about yourself a little. Then they're also going to give you immediate, but it's okay because the Lord loves you and He's going to fix all your problems for you. Just got to repent and give Him some money in that tray that's about to pass around. Then they're going to end with, this is a big family and we all have a potluck going on soon. So if you didn't agree with any of this, everybody else here did. So you're kind of all alone in your thought process. So they isolate it's a logic trap. If you want to go to sales about it, that's what you do is you say, most smart people buy this car. So now you're logic trapped into, if I'm smart, I buy this car. Well, all of our congregation goes to the potluck and agrees with my sermon. Yeah. So it is a whole entire, there's a guy, maybe I can find him before we actually post this and I can tag him for once. Even though we say we're going to do that and I never fucking do it. He breaks it down very, very, very well that makes you understand how a sermon, like an entire church sermon, is a methodical, it's an indoctrination technique. I mean, it is.
So I'm guessing y'all haven't seen that skit that Drewski did about the mega churches or kind of churches in general.
I did not. I've heard about it, but I did not see the skit.
Bro,
Yeah,
it is hilarious.
It is.
And the pastors and all the people in the church have started getting upset with him about it because he's calling them out on their BS.
Yep.
Like part of the skit that he did where he was like, you know, I need a certain, we're raising money to do something over in Africa. It's going to be like $4 million. And we're not letting nobody leave until we get that money right now. Go ahead and close them doors real quick. I've seen that happen in church before. And like I said, it's part of the reason why I don't like going to church, because even some of the smaller churches now, they do that too. I've seen a pastor and a deacon get up there after everybody put in their tithes or whatever, and they're like, it's only $600. How do we have 30 people in here and we only have $600?
Yeah,
I'm
or
not
even
gonna lie. As soon as I heard that, I said, that's all I needed to hear. I just walked out of church. I don't need to hear. Nothing that
There's
you're
another-
saying is truthful to me. I don't need to.
the other technique they'll do is they'll, well, the one that my church did, one of the first ways that I started going, I don't know if this is right. They actually got this huge, let's just say board, like a thick board like this that was felt, right, or whatever, and it was Velcro on either side, and then it had panels all over it, right? And at the end of every service, every week, they'd go, are we gonna get a panel off? Are we gonna get to take another panel off? Is this what, you know, almost like a fucking game show where they're getting you all super excited about something that is a renovation or something, and it's like, yeah, we only need $3 million or whatever it is, and it's like, the renovations end up costing $100,000, and where's the other millions go? Oh, we gotta pocket that shit because the Lord's work, you know? I don't know. That's part of one of the first things.
That,
I just
and
remember
it just-
them doing that. Pulling the panels off and then
I don't get it.
being guilt tripped into, well, if you could just give a little more, we can pull this panel off. If not, then everyone's gonna sit here awkwardly. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's fucking bullshit.
Oh, that's tough. I absolutely hated that. Whenever I went to church and they would sit there and be like, you know, I need at least for 2 or 3 people that have it in them today to give $1,000. I need another 2 people that have it in them to give another $5,000. I'm like, hold on.
That's
Y'all
like
are
the
some
pledge
greedy
drive on the old
motherfuckers. I'm not
Christian
gonna lie to
radio.
you.
Did y'all ever, like,
Bro,
88.5 from where we're from? You remember that? They would do those pledge
Yeah,
drives.
K-Love.
Yeah, Caleb. Yeah, they would do those
Yeah.
pledge drives where it'd be an entire week. They'd play like one song an hour, and then the rest of the time was like, oh, thank Carol for her $100 donation. We just need $10 billion more dollars, and we'll be able to keep giving y'all music.
See, I don't like that. Even though in some churches, you know, they do up the performance that they give you. You know, where you go in, they got little smoke screens, or what do they call it? The smoke machines, where it does the little draft of smoke down the steps and whatnot. You know, got the little light shows. Some of them have the little pyrotechnics that go off while you're there. To me, I don't know.
I attended back the last church that I like regularly attended was in my teen years, and it was more of like one of them youth blah blah blahs. It had a band, and it was the pastor, and he was the lead singer, and blah blah blah. They had a band. They played some alright music, man. I'd go for the concert every week, see my homies that went, and then the ones of us that didn't really fuck with the services, we would dip. Like,
Yeah,
got a
there's
free concert every week, no free live music.
It's crazy. So it's crazy to me to watch a bunch of people that are barely paying their bills every week sit in a congregation that watches them get brand new drum casings, brand new, all this stuff that's just completely not fully necessary. But they're still giving out this money and dishing out this money. I'm not going to call out any names, but I know a guy, like actually the most recent time I went to church, that every week is giving chunks of money, actually a percentage mathematically calculated out, that I'm like, man, yeah, I get the whole tithing thing to an extent. You want to build the community, but And to what extent are you now, as a congregation, making your people worse off? Like you're taking from them, you know, and you're convicting them to take. I mean,
But that's
to
what
give.
they all do. They all take.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what churches y'all have been to. There are some churches that I went to, and after one service, I'm like, I'm never coming back here. And I really hope that they burn this church to the ground because y'all are evil people. Like when it,
Hang on,
bro,
now.
I've
Don't
literally
be like
sat
that
there.
striking and shit. Jesus.
No, where you sit there and they're like, okay, you know, to be a part of our congregation, we want it to where weekly, whenever you come in, you give us 40% of your earnings.
Yeah.
Weekly. So,
Okay, well,
you know,
I don't want
I'm like,
to.
hold
I
on,
don't want
man.
to upset.
40% of my pay.
I don't want to upset
yeah,
too
that's
much
fair.
of
We can move
my
on to another
family or
subject.
anything. So I want to go ahead and hop off of this one. If that's all right with you guys, I think we've kind of wrung her a little bit dry. Anyway, there's just I got family that watches, and not that they know my belief system for the most part, but I don't want to get silly with y'all because I'm more comfortable with y'all and then say offensive stuff to them. So I don't like offending.
That's fair, brother.
Anybody's religion except for one, and I'm not going to say that one either. So, Danky, sure you got a take,
I
Bubba.
just like to know how many are in things.
I just like to know how many are in things, and why there's an entire group of people that aren't that and want to be that, and that there's a whole name for it. So, anyway,
We
yeah, I
did
didn't mean to
random
get it like
inquiries,
that. I fucked
but-
up, I know, my bad. Killed the energy. That's alright, here, y'all
You're
want to
good.
see some dumb shit? Look at this. This is a half-done boat on my belly. How
Is that
about
my
that?
penis? Oh.
Oh, hey! There are children here! Oh, fuck.
No, but one of the things that I wanted to talk about and kind of get y'all's opinions on is I found out, and I don't know, maybe it's a trend and it already went down and people already know about it, but I saw that people were living in extended stay hotels because it's cheaper and they can't afford rent, or like maybe their credit score's not high enough to pass on a background check for an apartment. But people were paying to stay in apartments for like 6 to 8 months at a time because it's cheaper than being like, or yeah, it's cheaper than apartments and it's more affordable. I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't even know that was possible. I thought it was pretty dope. I wish I would have known about that whenever I was living in my car. I hear you.
Oh, that's what me and my wife did in
Am I the one
Massachusetts and Rhode
lagging?
Island. Maybe.
Oh, that's pretty
Anyways.
dope. How was it?
So it's hit or miss. So the extended stay hotels, if you can actually get one of the nice, like the extended stay hotels itself, like it's like Holiday Inn extended stay or something, it is going to be a little bit more than what we were able to find. Is they're called extended stay hotels or extended stay residencies. You can find them on things like Furnished Finders, Airbnb, all those kind of things. As a matter of fact, if you find a nice Airbnb that doesn't have a whole lot of tenants and stuff, you can probably call and negotiate a month term or something like that, just so you know. That's a little tidbit of information for everybody out there. If you're going to go stay somewhere for a while, ask for... Because if you go do it on the app, it's just going to give you whatever the mathed out version is. But if you actually talk to the person, you can probably get a better deal. Anyway, so we found one that was posted on Airbnb, Furnished Finders, and Extended Stay Express Line or whatever. And it was really good and really bad because there was so many other people involved in the situation constantly. You're having to be worried about like your stuff, your car, your all this stuff more than like an apartment, it feels like to me. Because like a hotel has, even an extended stay hotel has your short-term residents, and they're in and out every day, you know, and so you're thinking about, oh, did I park my truck in the right spot to make sure that it doesn't get hit by somebody else, or it doesn't get the stuff taken out the back by somebody else or something. And then if you get one of the nice ones, you're still paying close to what monthly rent is going to be at the same size, if not bigger, probably bigger apartment. So, We stayed in one for, I want to say, less than a month, and it was awesome. If we had the money, I would have loved staying there over staying at some of the other places we did, the actual holiday extended stay. But it was something like $500, a little over $500 a week. So, I mean, that's 2 bands a month, man. That's more than I've paid for any actual rental.
Pricey.
You know, and the cheapest one we found again was
Yeah.
like closer to $200 and something a week. So that gets more closer to like that $1,000 a month range, and that was more doable. But some of these ones, man, they don't even have the kitchen. They don't have like a kitchenette or nothing. So you're still having to find a way to cook food.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have any type of thing in the room that is accommodable besides, like, say, a shower and a toilet. So you have a singular room and then a shower and a toilet, and then you're still having to live your entire life publicly, basically. I mean, go to the gas station to microwave stuff, and well, we bought microwave, obviously. But
Or, I mean, they got DoorDash and stuff now, so that's how most people live anyway.
I couldn't. No, see, I try not to spend extra money on paying somebody else to do something I could have already done.
That's very respectable.
Yeah.
Especially with
Can't
the dash.
disagree with that.
I
But, you
do
know,
that constantly.
oh, I know.
See, if I had the extra money to
Yeah.
spend on that, though, I probably wouldn't have been staying in an extended stay. You know, I'd have been in a fucking apartment or something. You know, like I would have gotten a place to live for real. It's hard up there, though. That's another weird
Right.
thing. Up there, a lot of the places want you
Well,
to.
some of
have
these
lived in the area
requirements for
2
the
years.
rent. Yeah, well, like, I don't, where I live, like, the requirement here is that you have to make 3 times the month, or the payment per month. You have to make 3 times that per month. And, I don't know, a lot of people don't make more than 3 times what the rent is, because the rent's like $1,700. And the jobs around here don't pay for $1,700.
$1,700 a month.
You might
is
make
freaking
that
lot.
every. Yeah, well, that's what most apartments around here are charging for a single bed, which is crazy unless you just get regular apartments or
Damn, I thought my
ran
shit
down
was bad.
apartments, as they call them here.
I thought my last shit was
What's
bad,
a
bro.
regular apartment?
Huh?
You're over here talking about fucking 1,700, and then how hard you put the R on regular? Like,
Yes.
What the fuck is that?
Okay, so to put that in perspective, the apartments that me and you stay in, like, our apartments are considered the ran down ghetto apartments.
Oh, that's fucked
We
up,
don't-
bro. You ain't gotta out your boy
Both.
like that on
Where-
live
where I
TV,
stay
bro.
and where
That's
you
fucked
stay.
up, bro.
I'm not. No, I'm saying, but his apartments are way nicer than mine. But
Yeah, I was about to say,
the
I'm
areas,
like freshly renovated. I'm on the good side of town, right? I'm on the other
No.
side of the tracks.
Bro, he walked right down
But-
to a little
but
store.
where
It's a
you
nice
are-
store.
no. I know, but I'm saying, but where he's located, the apartments in these areas, they're considered the bad apartments. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not
They
quite like.
they have
It's on the other side of the highway. That's
You ain't
the
moved
better
to
side
Uptown
of
yet?
town.
Yeah.
Not just at the tracks. You gotta pass the highway.
no, we're still in the areas that have the bad reputations. You know, you still gotta, put your chain on your bike or lock your car whenever you leave your area.
Yeah.
That
But-
shit for real.
Like,
didn't feel
now
like
if you
that
go
when I
over
was
there
there,
towards
but-
like Sky and White, hey, it's gotten better. That and
Yeah,
I think
it must have.
whenever you came down, it was closer to. No, it is a little better. I mean, my area where I live over here across on these side of the tracks, it's still bad. Cars get broken into a lot. I'm closer to the hood than he is. I mean, you hear gunshots every now and then, but it's not that bad.
Well, that's all right.
You know, there's a big separation here in this town between the east and west side, bro. The west side is
Yes, the west
Where
side
is-
is where
they're moving up.
the west side is where, as they say, where all the white people are, because they
Yeah.
moved from over here to over there now. and they're starting
Why
to
it's gotta be
build
white
and
people?
industrialize over there.
Yeah, and we just pushed
Because
pushed all the homeless over to the east side.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like
It's
that
definitely me again.
because they're starting to make it to where HOAs, they're having HOAs and stuff over there now, bro. And it's some of their requirements, dude. It's getting bad, like, or not bad, but like it's getting to the point where you're almost like, okay, this is discriminatory, like discriminatory. Like, what do you mean?
You're not wrong.
Yeah, because like over there. Off of 317. Yeah, off of 317, bro. Some of the requirements that they have for the HOA over there, it's like, hey, you're targeting anybody that's ever been to jail. Anybody, basically, if you have a criminal record, or at least what is said on their HOA thing is that if you've been committed, convicted, or charged with a crime, you cannot be accepted to live here in the last 10 years.
It is crazy.
But like, what's a crime? Everything's a crime. A registration ticket's a crime.
But that's what I'm saying. It's becoming to a point where it's discriminatory. Like you're making sure that it's only a certain group of people that are able to stay in these areas. It's kind of fucked up.
I mean,
I feel like, hey, if I got the bread to live there, I feel like you should let me live there. I don't know.
well,
Doesn't matter
if
if I've been in jail or not.
Well, it would have to be. I would imagine it would have to be like the same as jobs, because you can't not get a job unless it's based on insurance reasons, like driving reasons, right? You can't not get a job because you have a bunch of misdemeanors or whatever.
Yeah, you can.
Nah, it depends on what they are, but you can't not get a job for a bunch of registration
Like-
tickets.
At HEB, if you have a criminal record at all, they will not hire you.
I worked at HEB with a criminal record, big dog.
It's not true.
What
I
HEB?
I was gonna work at the fucking
Hilton.
I was gonna work at the DC, bro, and the only reason I got declined is because of my fucking babies.
They told me if you have any criminal record at all, they will
That's what
not
they
hire
tell
you.
you. That's what they're gonna tell you, man. But they can't not hire you because of the misdemeanors, man. It's the felonies.
Bro, I don't have a misdemeanor or a felony. My charges have been completely dismissed, expunged off my record,
Well,
and they will not hire me.
I wasn't trying to
because
say
of
you
it.
had them. I'm just saying in general.
I know, but I'm saying, but that's literally what they've told me from their HR. Word of mouth from them is you have a criminal record, so we will not hire you. It's part of our policy.
So that's what they said at my last company that I worked at. Actually, I don't even care about calling them out. DCOM is a contracting company for Spectrum. They have one of the most extensive background checks, specifically because you have to go inside of people's houses.
homes. Yeah.
Well, I passed it with flying colors, and I've got a couple misdemeanors, man. I mean, I was a teenager with angst, so obviously there's going to be some misdemeanors in there. So there's not... Yeah, I've never not been hired based off of the misdemeanors that I have. Not even... I mean... The only thing I've not been hired for is because they didn't want me to be working for them. You know what I mean? So...
Yep. Oh, y'all ready for Dank's take?
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright. Dank's take is that I feel like felons should be hireable.
I don't disagree with that.
Felons should be able to vote. Like, there is a degree of felony to where we should just kill them, honestly, anyways. Baby touchers, rapists. Certain crimes should just be death right away. But if
No
you serve your
trial,
time,
nothing. You're accused. Dead.
I didn't say that. Proven guilty, and then yeah, like once there's just no doubt you murdered a child. You killed your 2-year-old child. You get to die right here today. Like, but no, if you break into a car and you steal $1,000 worth of shit, you get a felony, and then you serve your time to society, all that bullshit. Why are we still punishing them once they get out?
I don't know. Especially like once they, or in certain states, like I know here, we give out very harsh penalties for a lot of charges.
Crimes.
Yep.
Well,
Where you can get 5 to 10 years for really a lot of charges here. 5 to 10 years
Yeah.
for really anything.
So it depends on the felony though already to an extent. So certain types of felonies you can vote and own guns again. It takes a little bit of time or whatever. Like the difference between the layers is already there. But a felony 1, right? That's the first felony that's like a felony, right? A state felony, it's still a felony, but they don't. It's a lot of people look at state felonies like they're not as big of a deal. They are, they can be. But you get a state felony, you can definitely still vote and own a gun within a short period of time. It doesn't take long. But like you get a felony 1, you have to appeal your right to vote and your right to own guns based on whatever your felony was. Like, so for example, there's a chunk of drunk driving felonies that they've changed their life. It's been 20 plus years, whatever, no charges, not even a speeding ticket, that they'll appeal to be able to vote again and stuff like that. But yeah, no, you get a murder charge or something like that. I don't know. It also depends on the murder charge. Like, did you just kill someone in cold blood? Yeah, for sure. Don't vote anymore. Fuck you. You're a bad person. Did you kill the person that raped your daughter? Okay, well, maybe you shouldn't even be in jail. Like, I'm kind of fucking... You did their job faster than they could. That's kind of on them for not doing their job better. But fucking... Just saying.
No, I lean that way. If it's any kind of defending my family, yeah, you're good.
I feel like that's the problem with now having such big cities and all that stuff. Whenever, if the entire population spread out better, you could have enough people in a little area that it's like, oh, Tom killed Billy because Billy touched his daughter. Okay, well, we didn't really like Billy anyway. That dude was always going to be a problem. We knew that. So, fucking, whatever, Tom, you know, don't kill any other fucking teenager. Whatever, you know what I'm saying?
But I do agree with your take that it is messed up that they punish them even after they serve their time. Because that's it, bro. I'm not gonna lie, it would piss me off if I went and I served, let's say, 10 or 20 years in prison for committing a crime, and then I come out here and they're like, yeah, you can't get a decent paying job and you can't live in certain areas because of your charges.
Well, there's not a whole lot of them that are like that.
I mean,
most of the time it's only diddlers that can't live in certain areas.
No, some of them they won't let you live in their area if you have a felony.
Aggravated charges.
Yeah,
well, aggregated
if you have assault.
Aggregated against like lady or child, yeah. But if it's just aggravated assault against a regular person, it's usually not going to be
wild. Your statement was wild. Okay, so women or children are not regular humans.
No, I mean, they only got the right to vote a couple 100 years ago, bro.
No.
They only got the vote a couple 100 years ago, bro. What are we talking about?
Oh.
What are we talking about?
Only grown men are regular humans. You heard it here first.
I mean, technically, yes, throughout history, they have been, because, you know, whenever they come through and they're like, hey, we're saving who? The women and the children. Kill the men, but let the women and children live.
I'm just saying, if you had an entire house full of men that you had to go and be like, I gotta control, you're gonna be a little more anxious than if you had an entire house full of women and children that you had to go control. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying it's going to be a little less of a thing. I'm not saying they're less of people. It's just a different thing. It's a different layer of, like...
Just that they're not regular people.
Yeah.
So.
Not even that. I'm not trying to... this is going to end up getting
you're about to change... You're about to make me change
my foot out of my mouth and just
my
say,
random
I respect
question.
all women and I love you guys and I will protect you if you're in trouble around me. That's all I'm saying, okay? Yeah. That's all I'm saying. You don't have to worry about that part.
You're only doing that because they're not a regular person. Because if another man was in trouble, you would just let him. You would just let him.
You are so right on that part. But you said it, not me. You're right though. That's what I'm getting
I only
at.
protect the non-regular.
Okay, now if it's a little dude, a little guy over there, and he getting jumped by a bunch of people, actually any kind of jumping, I'm gonna be like, yo, that's fucked up. But one man versus one man and you lose, that's you, bro. I'm not touching that. I'm not going around it. Unless you're my boy, and then I'll fucking get 30 other people to jump one person for you, and that's a different story. that's a whole nother topic. But a random person on the side of the road, if it's a lady getting attacked, I'm gonna fucking help her out. If it's a dude and it's still mano-y-mano, fucking stand up for yourself, kid. I'm sorry. Like,
See?
I don't know. Fucking bye. You're right. So that's what I mean by what I didn't say, or what I did say. Who knows?
Yeah. See, now you're making me want to change my random question I had for y'all.
Uh-oh, see, I was trying to change my vibe, too, off of it. Alright, no, I'm not gonna go there. We'll just stay where we were at, because I feel like that's good. That's about enough there. That's about enough of that. Oh, man.
We're pretty close to already canceled, huh?
Yeah, no, I don't think so. You gotta be somewhere to be canceled first, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, also, old stuff, so Shane Gillis wasn't popular whenever his old stuff canceled him, but then it made him bigger than ever in the long run, so...
Not wrong, not
Fair
wrong.
enough.
Shout out SNL.
So what's up? Does anybody? We got a vibe. We got a inquiry. What's up? What season?
Oh, my random inquiry that I had was going to be: would you rather have to? All right, so for $100 million, would you rather have to fight 100 little people or 15 fifth graders? And they're not the regular fifth graders. They're like the random fifth grader that you see and he's like, "Why are you 5'10"? You know, those fifth graders. Would you rather
Like your
fight
nephew.
I'm taking the fifth graders.
You're gonna fight the big ass fifth graders?
Yeah,
Less knowledge.
because they don't know how to fight.
Yeah, less knowledge.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So, the only thing, if they're his nephew size, though, I'm gonna have to think about, I'll have to see him in front of me. Like, I wanna see, how many midgets did you say?
100.
I'd have to see that, because, like, 100 of anything is a lot of things.
That's a lot.
You want me to run for 100 seconds? Like,
Bro, that's a long time. I think I might take the 100 little people. I would. Just because I want.
Or is it fist fights?
Huh?
Just straight fists?
That's up to you, man. As long as
We
it's
get
no,
weapons?
as long as it's no like pew, 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 pew.
Oh, no pew-pews?
Kind of, yeah.
But I can have, like, some shurikens and some katanas
Sure.
and shit. Just fucking...
I mean, as long as you want them to have them too, it has to be a fair fight. But
Fair, yeah.
Okay, but
That's
see,
it.
here's why that makes it less fair for the little people. He only got a reach of, like, you know what I'm saying? So I get a big old mace and just start...
look, I just
And
want to.
How many of those? How many of those little reaches can you block at once?
I mean, technically, if you jump high enough, you can.
And you're gonna be so much
you
faster
can avoid
than him,
all
bro.
of them.
You're
You're
gonna
gonna
be
jump high and then just gonna put them up in the air. You're gonna come right back down on them.
So
But
what,
there-
bro? It's not gonna hurt. It's a bunch of toothpicks. Like it's not gonna hurt that bad.
He said
How
it's just
little
those
are we
swords that they
talking?
used to put in the
Huh?
sandwiches at the
You know,
deli.
just regular, just like regular midgets or elves or whatever.
Okay,
You
so
know?
look, the legal definition of a midget is under 4'10".
Yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty small.
it's not under. I thought it was 410 or under.
4'10" or under. That's yeah.
Yeah, so that
4'10" or under.
the PTSD guy we were talking about last or 2 episodes ago's wife is actually legally a midget.
So whenever the fucking so set the height for all 100 of them at 4'10".
No,
Sure.
no,
Find another-
it would
are
have
they
to be
still carrying
it would have to be an
two-
average. It would have
Yes,
to be different, bro. They couldn't all be the same.
I would still look. It's not that much of a difference for me. Either I'm a 2 foot taller than him, or I'm a foot and like 10 inches taller than him. It's not gonna make no difference to me.
How tall was your nephew in 5th grade, though, for real?
He was already 5'10", yeah.
Okay, so I don't know, 5'10", so if I'm taking on a bunch of 5'10" 5th graders, it is a lot less of them. Especially weapon-wise, you gotta imagine that they're pretty scared of that shit at this point. Even
I mean,
if
you
they're
hit-
drunk.
you hit-
I'm taking them 5th graders in fist fight. Like I'm not. not giving them weapons. I know how to use my fists. They do not.
I know some
I'm-
fast fifth graders, man. See, that's the thing.
I'm
is
not
the
taking the
fastest
weapons,
mission in the
bro.
world is not catching up to me, dude. The
I
fastest
want
one
to
in
fight
whole
the
world.
100 little people, and I want to sit there and see how many of I can take. Like I want to be like that big ass thing from the big gingerbread man from Shrek when he was fighting all them people. He was, yeah, that's what I want to sit there and
That's how
just
I'm
throw
gonna
and
feel,
knock
too.
them down. Yeah,
So they have to have proportionate weapons. Is that what you're saying? So their katanas would be like their size and not katana size, because that drastically decreases their reach as well.
I mean, I don't think they would be able to use a regular katana.
Yo, yeah,
It's
no, they do.
longer
You
than
haven't
them.
seen? Yeah, you can look that up. Midget wielding
I
a
haven't.
katana. I guarantee it'll pop up fast too. It's probably been
will it be
Googled
them
already
holding
today
a-
a couple hundred times. I'm just saying.
Will it be them holding a butter knife? I don't like.
I do like those videos that they do that where they transition from like flicking something
Yeah.
over to a midget and then it gets bigger or smaller. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. But which
I
one
would
would you?
take-
So,
I would have to take. You're still saying the fifth graders if it's fist fights, but weapons for midget or for the little people.
I'm thinking, no, I'm thinking, no, there's no ifs or. Like, I am taking the fist fight with fifth graders. That's my answer.
Well, wait. So okay, they can't choose weapons either. Obviously, is what you're saying.
Fair fight, no.
This fight with
you're the only one adding weapons. I said it was a fair fight. This many versus this many.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying if there's weapons, it does change it for me because if there's no weapons, I'm only fighting the fucking fifth graders.
All right. Well, here, let me put a little twist on it, and a little spin.
My
for
gas
you.
tank isn't
Would you?
100 people long. I don't feel like.
Would you rather? Would you rather vote on one of them to win, and whichever one you chooses wins, you get the money? Would you rather watch 15, 5, 10 fifth graders fight 100 little people? Would you vote then?
I mean, I feel like in that scenario, the 100 little people are taking the dub.
Yeah,
I
too.
don't. I think they would lose.
It depends on the fifth graders' tenacity,
do
bro.
you have something like? Do you have a stigma against little people? Do you just think that they're
No.
just that insignificant to the world that they can't accomplish tasks?
No.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, any of those ones that skate.
I just feel like if you put 15, 5, 10 fifth graders together and you tell them, hey, I'll give you a bunch of V-Bucks if you beat them up, I think they would do it. I think they would do it. And I don't think that they would fail me.
No, but you didn't say it right, bro. They wouldn't understand what you just said. You'd have to be like, yo, no cap. That's
Like, no cap, hey, go smack him because he's a low sigma, 6'7", 100 V-Bucks.
He said, I'll buy you all the skins that are available in the shop right now.
Bro, I'm telling you, I'll buy you all the skins, or I'll buy you some from the TikTok shop.
There you go.
I think they would get it done.
I don't know, man. Me in fifth grade, I'm trying to think. Fifth grade. Yeah, I don't know, man. I was just getting, like, good at being athletic. I'd probably be...
But I'm saying, imagine you as a 5'10" fifth grader.
I was probably close,
So
man. I didn't grow much
so take
after I
you-
got the height that I am.
So take you right now and put like 14 others with you. You think you could take on 100 little people?
Oh, dude. Freaking...
Okay then.
Yeah, but my
Okay, then.
mentality wouldn't have been there. My mentality wouldn't have been right, bro. Those grown men that are short, that know how to like gouge eyeballs out and are willing to and rip
Well,
ears
they have
off.
to get there first.
Big
They have to get there
fingers back.
first.
No, because there's a bunch. There's a ton. They can swarm, man. They're smart and they'll be strategic too, because they're older.
You
They'll
can
have all the
strategically
strats.
take one of them and fling it at the next 15.
They're not. Are you talking? You're talking like zombie hordes at this point, because they're gonna stand back and be strategic about it. They're not just gonna freaking
Like I said,
clash. You know.
All it takes is for one to get close to you and you have a weapon.
Yes, I don't know, man. I feel like if I was a little person, like legally classified as a little person, with 100 of me, I am murdering. I mean, probably 100 fifth graders, like easy. I don't think it's even a competition, dude. I think I'm murdering them. with weapons, without weapons, whatever. I got too much strat now compared to 5th grade.
Have y'all seen the movie Weapons?
No,
I don't think
No?
I don't believe so.
I'm gonna give y'all a spoiler, okay? So children in the town go missing, whatever, blah blah blah. They've been hypnotized by a witch. The spell gets broken at the end of the movie, and these 15, I think it's 14 or 15 children, your number actually, rip this witch apart. Grab different body parts of her, get their fingers in between her ribs, all kinds of shit. Rip her arms off, literally get their hands in her mouth and rip her skull apart. Detach her jaw from the rest of her skull. That's what would happen with 100 versus 15. The 100 would start just ripping the 15 apart, bro.
I'd have to see it.
Well, if you think about it, it's kind of the concept of Stranger Things, is they're fighting these big-ass monsters that even normal adults would have a hard time, and did, and lost and died to, you know? And I don't know.
Yeah.
So it depends on the tenacity, I definitely think, of either direction, right? You get a bunch of middle-aged, gave up on life, work at a shitty little job, fucking little people, versus, you know, 15, 14, 15, 5th graders that are just vicious from the streets, already strapped with gas and shit most of the time, and just boxing, or like from Kazakhstan. You know, I won't take any age group people versus that come from Kazakhstan. I'm good. They just produce savages from a very young age. I won't fight a 4th grader from Kazakhstan. I don't want to fight one of them, because they're gonna have you in such a precarious position within the first 15 minutes of what you're doing. Your foot's gonna be snapped in half. You're gonna be like, I was just trying to punch him, and now my wrist is gone because he bent it. Oh god, no more.
Well, I was asking that question because I saw, I kind of put my own twist to it, but I saw that people were starting back up again, that they were saying, you know, 15 Brits could beat 100 Americans, and I don't know why British people think that. I'm sorry. You could take 2 Texans, 2 Floridans, 2 people from New York, 2 people from... You know, I'm going to put some Middle Eastern, or not Midwestern people in there. You know, people
drastically
like... yeah. No, I'm put a couple Idahoans and some Colorados in there. Just take 2 from... We wouldn't even have to take 2 from each state. Just take 2 from a couple of our states, and I promise you, they are going to dog walk the Brits. I'm sorry. Y'all just, they're not built like that. I don't know why it's even a conversation that they think 10 or 15 Brits could beat 100 Americans. It's not happening.
Okay,
There
so
are a few countries in the world I would say, maybe, but...
What is y'all's vibe? I'm gonna ask a question instead of me giving it this time. What is y'all's vibe on when there's a whole New Year, New Me thing going on, right? And like everybody's pops on this wave of trying to change and everything. I guess you can answer it in either way. Do you agree with it? Do you do it yourself? And or like, why do you think it's such a New Year thing, and then most people fall off?
Because people are lazy. I
So
personally don't
they
do
even
it
do it to
myself.
begin with? Why do you think they use a new year to try and say that they're gonna do some bullshit? Why waste time?
Because people like to try and motivate themselves to try and do something, but it's like, I said I was going to start working out again. I was like, you know, New Year, I haven't changed my routine at all because there's just not a benefit to it for me right now. You know what I mean? Because
I mean, I've had fucking resolutions. That's what they are. Yeah, I've had New Year's resolutions in the past and shit. Whether I followed through with them or not is neither here nor there. I think I have with a few, haven't with a few. It is what it is. I don't do it anymore, but why I think people do it is just humans enjoying being able to mark the passage of time. Humans needing a marker for time of, oh, this is when I started doing this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the vibe I get from New Year's resolutions. Is it's for that.
I make the same New Year's resolution every single year. And it actually ties into everything that we do here, and it's to be better. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, my goal, New Year's resolution every single year is not something specific. It's just to get a little better. Just make sure that you're trying again. Remind yourself, use the timestamp that everyone else is using to remind yourself, look, you're trying to grow every second of every day, and that's all you can ask for. I feel like setting expectations that are unrealistic for yourself, and you know that they are, and just thinking a new calendar year, because I do feel there is some people out there, and probably a good chunk of people out there that are like, no, this is what I'm going to use to motivate me, and I'm going to do it. And like, if that's what it takes to get you there, you're probably not gonna follow through on it. Use any other thing. Use, oh, today I feel like and I'm gonna do this. Use that day. Use it as a timestamp. Make your own date, and just go from there. That's my vibe on it. So, I don't personally do the whole charade of it, but I do consciously say, New Year, let's be better.
I could even throw a fucking SpongeBob quote that ties in pretty well right here. Squidward said, I always thought our motto was, why do today what we can put off till tomorrow? Mr. Krabs said, well, what is today but yesterday's tomorrow?
Hey, that's true. That sounds like something that like one of those guys that gets paid to just walk around and motivate people would say, like at the end, you know what I mean? Like some
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, I think that's really
Till tomorrow, then we should do it today. Yeah.
yeah. See, a procrastinator, actually, to all my procrastinators out there, we actually have a meeting tomorrow. So. Yeah, dumb old joke. Anyways, I think that's all I have. I'm pretty sure that knocks out our list of awesome topics this evening, fellas.
Yeah, I'm rather satisfied with our conversation this week, fellas.
Yeah, it was an interesting conversation.
It definitely jumped around a lot.
Yep, I was just saying that. I was like, it went but in the end, but I mean, it was still a fun conversation.
I think we got.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't talked about DBZ or One Piece in a long time. That's crazy, huh?
Yeah, we actually have a few more days.
Yeah, we're waiting on the DBZ news that's coming up. I knew that me and him
We
were
have
both
6
doing the
days.
same
We have 6
Oh,
days.
thing. And there's been no new One Piece this year.
Okay,
Yes,
so
because they're finally putting it in the trash where it belongs. Thank God it's on a hiatus.
I don't get One Piece until I believe April.
Yep. Sad time.
so that we may.
If I wanted to manga it, I could get something, but for now I'm just stuck.
If y'all want, we
No,
may
we're good.
next week's recording. We can talk about that news and then fast track that episode, put it ahead of, you know.
Well, that's
a
fine
thought.
with me. Because we don't get more Dragon Ball news for 6 days until the 24th/25th. So
Yeah,
it
so-
won't be until after we record anyway.
Oh, okay. Oh, never mind. Anyways.
But yep, we are patiently awaiting this fucking Dragon Ball news. It's supposed to be 3 announcements.
Yep.
All right, no more
I
yawning.
can't wait.
It's contagious.
You know what I don't like about Dragon Ball fans?
What?
That y'all just can't admit that other shows are good.
Yeah, it's not that we can't admit that they're good.
Dragon Ball is the only good show ever. Every other
No.
anime sucks.
No, it's because
Everything
y'all
awful.
try and overhype other episodes. That's the problem. or not other episodes, other shows. Y'all trying to overhype them and say that they're better than Dragon Ball. I'm sorry, you cannot be better than what you copy. I'm sorry, you can't. It can't happen.
Dragon
You can't
Ball
copy the whole flow.
I need Dragon Ball to come out with a live action that's actually good as One Piece's live action, though. I do need that for its.
I watched it. One
Otherwise,
Piece's
it's in a
live
different
action is
caliber.
trash as well.
Bro, what?
See, that's what I'm
No.
saying.
I'm gonna have to.
No, it's not. I just no because y'all told me to watch it. You told me to. You told me to watch it. I've watched the last season of it. I thought it was trash. I'm sorry, it doesn't line up with One Piece at all.
Dragon Ball Z now. If that's your kind of taste.
It doesn't.
Hell no, bro. Hell.
Because it's a different story being told. What do you?
No, you're.
What is your complaint?
I said it's just
So
like
good.
it's trash. No, it's just like it's literally the equivalent of Dragon Ball Evolution. I'm sorry, it is. I've been
what's wrong with it.
no
That's
okay.
hilarious.
So we'll just go from whenever they meet Kobe on the ship, and they go into the base with the captain with the big ass jaw. I forgot his name. They added in all this. They added in all this extra shit that wasn't even in the original anime or the manga.
What?
Yes.
Have
Bro,
you ever
it's
seen
not
Harry
to the
fucking
story.
Potter, bro? Have you ever seen Harry
Yeah,
Potter?
that is.
Have you
Hey,
seen
Harry
any
Potter's
movie or show adaptation?
pretty dead on.
It
No,
is-
Entire characters taken out of the Harry Potter series that just weren't in the movies from books, bro. Entire characters.
I'm
I
so
challenge
at a loss right now.
I challenge
don't even know
that.
what to say.
Peeves.
Who?
Have you ever read the book? Peeves. Bro, the prankster ghost. He is hilarious in the book.
I don't
He's
remember
just
him,
not-
and I've read the
He's
books
just not in the He's just not in the movies anymore.
because he wasn't memorable.
Yes, he was. He was hilarious in every single book.
I've read all the Harry Potter books, all 8 of them, and I don't remember Peeves. So
What about the fact that they barely give?
Well, there's only 7 books, so
no,
They barely
they
give that
are.
one
There
girl
is more than
an
that.
arc.
There are 8.
What's her name? Jinx? No, something. The dude's wife, or lady. The older, the
What are
one
you
that's
talking
older than all them. The colored hair. She has red hair in the movie. In the later movies, she's a animagus too. She's what's her name?
Finks.
Yeah, maybe
Finks.
that might be
It's like
it.
PYNX.
Oh. Tom.
Tonks.
Yeah,
He's right, it's
Tonks.
Tonks. Dude,
Yeah.
her arc in the book is so much more developed. It's so much better. You love that character. Same with the white girl, the super white chick, Luna Lovegood. Her
Lovegood.
arc is so much better in the books, dude. It's so much more developed.
And then-
Now,
yeah.
I do say it's good in the movies. It is still good in the movies. But there's so much more depth to the character in the friggin' book. And it's
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Back to the live action One Piece. So all the changes and all the different adaptations that they made, for one, were all approved by Oda. So
Oda,
We're good.
Oda doesn't know what he wants anyway. He just said that the last 1,200 episodes of season 1. But I give up
Yeah.
on One Piece. I'm not watching no more of that shit. He got 982 episodes out of me. That's it. You're not getting any more. I'm done with One Piece. I'm done. I'm sorry. I watched the live action, bro. I'm sorry. I wasn't impressed. It wasn't as good as everybody hyped it
You
up.
probably
to
don't
be.
like Fallout or
No, I love Fallout
Last of Us. Then how do you like?
Last of Us was amazing on HBO Max. I loved it. I've watched both seasons of it. It's phenomenal.
It's the same thing. You have to look at it with the same construct. It's not the exact same. You're not. Oh, is this the exact same as the video game that I played? No, it's got adaptations that are for friggin' cinema, man.
Okay, well, maybe One Piece just isn't for me because I don't like it, bro. I'm sorry, I don't like it. It's not it. I think it's just too overhyped. Everybody talks about it as if it's the fucking, like, as if watching it is gonna make you nut forever in such a all fulfilling way, and it just doesn't. Every time I watch One Piece, it's not hype. Everybody hypes it up so much. It's like whenever people told me to watch, like the first time I got introduced into One Piece, from whenever I watched it on Toonami, and I was like, this kind of sucks. I don't want to watch this. when people told me to watch Luffy versus Buggy's fight. That was overhyped. I got tagged, or not tagged, but people commented and told me to watch my mouth whenever I said One Piece sucks. I had over 12,000 comments. People told me to watch the Buggy fight, to go watch Impel Down, and to watch what happens to Ace, to watch Croc versus Luffy, to go watch whenever he breaks, whenever they go save Robin. Out of all of these thousands of comments telling me to go watch these fights, when I watched those fights, bro, they were lackluster. I'm sorry, they didn't live up to the hype. They weren't as good as... Huh?
Because they weren't just like flashes in the sky while they were fighting and you could see them actually throwing hands and stuff? Is that why you didn't like it? There weren't enough heat energy blasts and...
There's so much
No.
better fight animes than
It
either
wasn't
of those
that.
movies, shows, though. There's so much better.
No, it wasn't that. It's just after
Neither one of those
watching,
have great fights,
it's the
right?
hype
So,
level. It's the
comparatively.
hype level that people have. They're telling you, watch this, it will change your life. And then you watch it, and it's like, eh. It's like the same thing as watching Vegeta and Jace fight.
My life's changed.
No, what I'm saying, but it's the equivalent of me hyping up Jace versus Vegeta, and then you go and you watch that fight. That's the equivalent of watching some of these One Piece fights that I've watched. Not gonna lie to you.
If you say so.
And also because their fights take longer than Dragon Ball Z fights. That's one of the worst parts about it. Is that you can literally watch an episode, and it's because I've broken it down to people.
Oh, man.
If you go watch One Piece, you can skip the first 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Because all they're doing is explain what happened the previous episode. Then you're going to watch 10 minutes of newfound information to you. And then you can skip the next 9 minutes and 30 seconds of the show because it's going to be nothing but them explaining what's going to happen the next episode. Or it's going to be flashbacks of the
Then
previous
Dragon Ball Z,
episode.
man, you could skip half a season.
No, you
most of the
can't.
time.
No, you
Yes,
can't.
you can.
No. You
Okay,
can
hang
skip
on. How many Dragon Ball Z
6 or
characters
7
does it take
episodes.
to screw in a light bulb? How many Dragon Ball Z characters does it take to screw in a light bulb? It's just
None.
one. It only takes one, but it takes 9 episodes.
Then it's even worse for One Piece because if we ask them to screw in one episode, guess what? You can skip 30 episodes and still be in the same fucking fight.
Not in the live
You're
action.
gonna see everybody react to every single fucking
Bro,
frame.
you're gonna see everyone do this, start crying, remembering something in the past. You're gonna see the flashback, not only from one person's point of view, but you're gonna see the same flashback
Oh, I'm
that you
glad I'm
watched for the
watching
last
live
3 episodes for somebody else's point of view. That's another thing that just pissed me off. Whenever I had to sit here and watch Chomper cry about some bullshit, to then skip 3 episodes, and now I'm watching it from fucking Usopp's perspective.
That's how I felt about Naruto.
Perspective.
That's how I felt about Naruto. There was just so much flashback shit. I was just done.
Yeah, Naruto's way too much.
Yes,
flashback. Yep.
bro. See, because I got the same backlash when I said Naruto sucks because I'm tired. There's only so many times I can hear that. And it's, I used to be just like you with him on that damn gray screen on that swing, bro. There's only so many times you can hear that and see it every day.
We've had a great episode, fellas. This is going to be a very trimmed episode. Not very trimmed, but he's going to have some editing to do.
Yep. We're good to end it.
Anyways, great anime debate to end a great episode. Adjust accordingly.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Alright.
I think it's been a great episode. I just want to make sure that y'all remember to like, follow, and subscribe. Of course, we're on most major social media platforms as Adjust Accordingly. And our Twitch is You Must Adjust. That's the only one that is different. Make sure that you remember our boy Randomz has a giveaway.
Yes, I do. Once we hit 100 subscribers, one of you lucky guys will receive $100 from yours truly. So make sure you like and subscribe and follow us on multiple of our social medias. I will be checking. So, like I said, go ahead and enter into the
Caveat.
giveaway.
Caveat, it's $101. I'm making it $101.
Yeah, that's a good. That's a
Okay,
good
you're gonna
point.
be
I
adding
gotta
$1
cash
to
app
it?
you $1, bro.
I'll throw that dollar in.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay.
Also, you have a very unique message that you like to share every evening.
Yeah, fuck y'all. Go to hell. I don't care about y'all anymore.
All right, cool. So
No, I'm
make
just
sure
playing.
that,
I'm just playing.
9
No, but I do want to say, make sure you reach out to people. Drink water, go outside, exercise, and reach out to those you care about the most. Say hi to people. Just, I don't know, man. You gotta reach out to those that are close to you, because sometimes they just leave without you getting a chance to say goodbye to them. So like I said, just make sure you reach out to those that you care about the most. Tell them that you love them. Then just remind them that you're there for them as well. So like I said, sometimes people can leave. Sometimes people can disappear out your life, and it's out of both of y'all's hands. So yeah, but share peace, love, and positivity. That's all I got. Peace.
Oh, yeah. And remember, of
Don't
course,
forget to follow me on Twitch. Guys, Twitch with Danky Kong 710. Give me a follow. I stream pretty regularly.
you can also follow my Twitch at Yada Yada 13. Of course, y'all know by now YDDA 13. And
Your boy
Randomz.
Random. Yep, at Random Gamer 5623. That is Random Gamer at 5623. You can follow me on Twitch.
And this has been Danky, guys.
Bob.
Shallow. So you have no ugly friends. Not one.
And Random.
And this has
This
been
is Adjust According.
You might be a little unkempt and wild right now, but any amount of effort, and you're a good-looking dude.
Just according.
I'm right Wolverine. I said what I do. You know what I'm saying? And let the fork a certain way and people get impressed. This podcast.
Jingle bells.
What's about it? 112.
All right.